right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Some Kind of Podcast. We are a podcast where we talk about things that entertain us, and hopefully we entertain you in the process. Together we make up some kind of entertainment. My name's Cody.
I'm Tim, and I'm wearing purple sunglasses. You can see the purple in the reflection.
For anyone that doesn't know, that's his Twitch handle.
That's my shtick now. I wear purple sunglasses and look cool. If you're seeing me now, I look pretty cool. If you're listening to this in audio, I'm sorry. Just you have to know I look cool. You just have to know. I'm going to do a whole bunch of stuff where you have to be seeing me in order to get what I'm doing and just to piss the people that are listening to it off. Anyway, go ahead.
I dig it.
The video function of it is definitely new.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're recording
Yeah.
now, so you actually see my face. Little fun fact, if you ever watched the video, our faces were actually behind the overlay. I'm going off topic already. Somebody else should say hi.
I don't remember if I was next, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Hey, Steven. That's all I got.
He's not wearing purple sunglasses,
He's
for
not.
those of you listening.
They're blue lensed, blue framed.
Well, if we're just gonna go very short intro, then I'm Christian.
Look at that. Just really
But
short.
what's your
sweet.
name?
But what's your name?
I've heard that one way too many times.
Oh God. Okay, so if you're
This is going
new-
great.
Yeah, it is going great. If you're new to our podcast, welcome. You know, we're glad to have you. We don't know what we're gonna call our fans yet. We've been
I
tossing
did a
around.
hugging motion, but you couldn't see it if you were listening.
I thought that was Wakanda forever.
Yeah, I don't know. It was yeah. There you go.
I did the Wakanda forever for those of you listening.
Right?
This podcast is gonna be pure chaos.
Mhm.
We're doing things a little differently. If you're new, then this is just your introduction into the madness.
Hey, it's late night and I'm feeling frisky. In a good way. In a good way. Not like in a weird way.
Oh, buddy.
Like in a funny way. Like in a funny way.
If you're a returning viewer, then this is obviously very different from what it was before
Yeah.
already. So
You wanted me on camera, okay?
This was Christian's idea, so here we are.
let's not say the frisky thing was my idea.
It was all Christian's idea. So
Frisky doesn't have to be anything sexual.
Hold up the script, Tim. Show them what you're reading from. Written by Christian. Interesting.
Do you guys like it?
it's beautiful.
I wrote it today.
It's very
For
off
those of you
topic.
listening, I'm holding up a blank piece of paper.
Oh yeah, I forgot people are actually gonna be listening and not watching too.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be wild.
Ugh.
Anyway, so
For those of you listening, maybe you should be watching.
maybe you should hit that subscribe button. You know, on whatever platform this is happening in your ears or eyes or both,
Mhm.
whatever. You know, I don't know.
Stitcher. Are we on Stitcher?
I don't think so.
Stitcher.
Sure. Tentatively, we are on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. We had some weird issues with Apple Podcast. I'm hoping to figure out, but Apple's
Yeah,
weird.
are only like
so-
9 of our episodes on it?
It's like up to 19. I don't know what happened.
We did way more than 19.
We have 30
30.
episodes. Yeah.
Mhm.
This will be episode 31.
Woo.
Yeah, so we had a nice little run, and then we all sort of had other things going on, and we took a briefest of hiatuses.
Almost a year.
Pretty much a year, yeah.
Super brief.
That's funny. I was actually just thinking, like, I can't believe it's been a year since the Hot Ones thing, or almost.
Yeah, just about. I
Right,
think we're
right.
like a
Took the
few weeks behind a year. I
It was
think.
Christian's birthday, so it was
Yeah.
in September.
It was like mid-September, right? So
Yeah.
Yep, so we're about a month away.
Month away?
Shy.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
being
Okay. Well, yeah, just the briefest of pauses.
Yeah.
But we're back, and we're doing things a little differently, as you can see or not. Maybe you can hear because it sounds like chaos. But yeah,
We're unfiltered.
we are unfiltered. So, as a disclaimer, I guess, previous episodes, with the
We're gonna
exception
get
of
frisky.
with the exception
kidding.
of episode 30, which is where we did our Hot Ones challenge, we kept everything relatively PG-13 and censored out anything that slipped through.
Well,
we're not going to do that anymore.
3 of us did. Mr. I like to curse over here in my top left-hand corner, Christian.
Which on my screen, which is the one that's being recording, is me. So thanks for that.
Oh. Well, wherever Christian is on your screen.
You had it right the second time.
You had it right the second time. Oh God. Yeah. So there might be some language that you're not a big fan of, and if that's the case, turn this off right now. I don't know what to tell you. If you hear it and you're upset by it, it's your fault. That being said,
push through it.
That being said, what's everybody been up to, Christian? I know you had, I think you and Tim both had like the most going on, but what you started a new job and everything?
2 since the last time we recorded.
That's right.
I started a job that I did not care for very much. And I guess, right before we recorded episode 30, I just moved back to North Carolina. And so that ate up a big chunk of time. And then I'm in a job that I love now in the Raleigh area of North Carolina. Started that one about a couple months ago. And yeah, playing games when I can. Mostly with you all. I think a lot of our games have been kind of overlapping, and I'm sure we'll get into that as well as what we've been watching and all that.
I need you to quit playing these games with my heart.
I feel like you had one too many drinks, and then you were like, you know what I need to do? I need to join the podcast.
I just got home from work. I literally drove in my driveway and ran up the stairs, and I got a bubbly. Well, I don't know. Can I say that?
Not a sponsor.
Okay. Sponsor.
You mean like a carbonated drink, right?
Yeah, like a carbonated bubbly.
Stop.
Oh, it's actually called bubbly.
Yeah.
Not sponsored by bubbly or buble or
Not
whatever.
yet. Not yet.
Yeah, not
Pure Leaf.
We're
Not
not guys.
Anyway, I ran and I got my beverage of non-disclosure ness, and then I'm still in my work shirt. This is what I wore to work. I didn't even change.
For anyone not listening and anyone watching, Tim clearly works at a nightclub. So
I got this shirt from Goodwill. This was $3.
Have the bouncer vibes right now, my dude.
You definitely have the bouncer vibes.
Is it because of the sunglasses?
It's the sunglasses and the wild pattern on the shirt.
Like the.
It looks like it's like a golf shirt. Like I could be like hitting golf balls right now.
You could.
I'm
Steven,
not.
You have a golf ball, don't you?
Yeah, Steven.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Give it a whack, Tim.
I'm just
Show everybody your balls,
I'm
Steven.
just holding them.
Just playing with your balls. All right.
Oh yeah. So, like Christian, I left my job. I went from getting paid the big bucks to getting yelled at, to go to another place where I'm getting the big bucks to getting yelled at again. So I really made a massive career change. And I bought these sunglasses.
That was a good.
And I did, nothing major, here. I don't want to brag, but I did lose about 50 pounds. So
yeah, that's awesome.
I don't want to brag, but yeah.
Congrats, man. Good job. Move at least got you back to the area you wanted to be in, though. So that's good.
Oh yeah, I
was
moved from the coast of Carolina. Oh yeah, okay. Well, listen, I moved.
That's important.
That's not important. Where I live isn't important. I moved from the coastal Carolina region area to back towards Charlotte.
Yeah.
So back towards my familia, my friends, because I had like no offense to the people that in Wilmington that might hear this, but I only had like 2 people I knew out there. It was kind of lonely. So now I moved back home, and I'm just lonely here now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm lonely with people.
We're nearby.
Yeah.
I was like, we're close.
A lot closer.
Christian's not. I
Christian's
moved
not,
back, and
no.
Christian was like, you know what? I
Now,
don't want to live in
Hey.
Charlotte anymore.
I'm closer than I was a year ago.
That is true. The last time we recorded this podcast, you were not living in North Carolina?
The last episode that we did, I had moved back to North Carolina, but I think on episode like 27, 28, I was still in Missouri.
Okay.
Still in misery. All right.
Well, the old leg injury.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
forgot about
right.
that. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The knee
I
surgery.
can walk like 85% of the time now. So
Hey.
Only 85? Are you still like struggling?
I mean, I'm not struggling, but like there's good days and bad days with it. But
Sure.
We all get
Do you
tired,
can you
too.
tell when it rains now?
I was
Do you
literally
get like
about
that
to
feeling?
ask.
Yeah.
Can you tell when it's gonna rain?
so I mean, like I can't. I got pitched that phenomenon as to like you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like it's raining, and it's not like that. But like if I step out the front door before I even see the rain or hear the rain or anything like that, I'm like, yep, it's there's some moisture out there.
For real? That's a real thing?
Yeah, I've got
Wow.
bad knees. My after my knee injury years ago in that mosh pit.
That you weren't in, you were just next to,
No, I was in.
right?
I was
You were in it?
I was in it.
I thought you were just like,
No.
you know,
no.
like the Coheed show where the dudes were just doing it in front of us.
No.
That sounds wrong, but
no.
you know what I mean. They were just moshing in front of us.
No. I was in the mosh pit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a bad time. But yeah, no, it's the same. Like I can't tell. Like if I'm inside, I could look out the window and be like, oh, it's raining, and not know. But like if I step outside and it's right about to rain, like I can feel it.
Is your knee hurt?
It like aches. It's not really pain. It's just more like discomfort.
That's weird.
And I think it's just an air pressure thing.
Mm.
So I don't know. Steven, what you been up to, bud?
I've probably had the least amount of change between us. I'm just doing the same thing. Just working, playing games,
Yeah.
hanging out, living free, dying hard.
Bruce Willis. That's what you're
Bruce
saying.
Willis,
You're Bruce
yeah.
Willis.
For
Didn't he
anyone-
retire? He retired, right?
He did, yeah. He was having like
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what, but he's just getting up there in age and isn't able to like remember lines and stuff like that anymore. Or something like that.
I think he's got something going on with him.
Yeah.
I could not for the life of me remember what it is though.
Yeah, me neither. So I'm not gonna
Wait for that golden role where he can just pop up and make a cool cameo where he has to memorize just one
Well,
line.
he did like 80 movies in the span of like 2 years during COVID. Like all of them were like B movies.
G.I. Joe 3. Mark my words.
Expendables
Was he in
8.
G.I. Joe 2?
Yeah, he was in the second one. He was Joe.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so after the first one with Channing Tatum, I think was in it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I was like, yeah, this franchise is dead.
So I really liked that first movie.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed the first one as well.
It's
Well,
Look,
It's
Cody,
so-
did you enjoy it too?
no, we all like
Okay.
bad movies.
It's
Yeah,
excuse
extremely
me.
cheesy, but I still think the visuals hold up.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not by no means, in my opinion, a great movie. I just really enjoyed it.
It's fun to watch.
It's one of those movies where I saw and then I like left the theater and then I couldn't remember what I watched. Like
Yeah.
I remember seeing the movie, but like,
That's
isn't there
sort of
something where like there's like
where
a
I'm
scene with
at.
like a bus or something, right? Like
In
a
France.
bus. Yeah, right?
Mhm.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or am I
the
thinking of
both of them.
Shang-Chi?
They both
there
have
was also
They
buses.
both had buses.
Well, the Shang-Chi one is like an actual fight in the bus, whereas the G.I. Joe one is just like them jumping through a bus.
Okay, but I'm not wrong.
No.
Was
You
John
could be
Cena
you
in
could
that
be
one?
you could be thinking about Speed.
Oh no, I know what Steven's talking about because there's like a dialogue where it's like, "Did you go over the bus?" And he's like, "Man, I went straight through it."
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Wasn't
Speed
like
is another
Marlon
good bus
Wayans in
movie.
it?
Yeah, it had one of the Wayne's brothers. I can't remember which one, but I think it is Marlon.
Yeah.
What a movie!
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I just remember there was a bus.
There's also
Uh,
that Snake Eyes movie that just came out that I guess is kind of in the same universe.
Oh, Snake Eyes? Yeah, I don't know if it's like a
Nah.
reboot or
Never
what.
saw
I skipped that.
it.
I view those movies like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle live action. They didn't hit home with me.
I like the second one.
Which
Bebop and
live
Rocksteady.
action? Which live action ones? Because
Assuming the
the
newer
first
ones.
3 are great.
I'm talking about
Ones
like
from the '90s were amazing.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not talking. I'm not
yeah.
talking about the '90s. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the 2000s,
The Michael Bay ones.
the Michael Bay
Yeah,
ones,
okay.
where Johnny Knoxville.
The first
voiced
one was
of them.
okay.
I like the second one a lot better than the first one.
Second one was good. The first one was okay.
Thought they did good for Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, those are you were like the actors that played them too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So anyway, I have gotten my
Oh yeah,
job.
what have you been up to?
I got my job back, so I've been doing that, and I started streaming recently, within the last couple months, and that's been going pretty well. I think I've talked Tim into doing it.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it the old whirl ski.
What?
What?
You gotta put a ski at the end.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
watch Ted?
It's been so long.
That Boston Harbor. Gotta put the ski at the end of
You
everything.
gotta put the ski at the end of the thing, or it's not cool. It doesn't count unless you put a ski at the end.
What if you talk about skiing?
Then you ski. That's
Ski.
Got him.
That's what Lil
Classic.
Wayne was talking about, right? That's what Lil Wayne was talking about, right? In that song about the windows and the walls.
Yeah, just skiing
And
right
sweat.
there.
It was a Little John, not Little Wayne. Whatever, little something,
A little something
little
or other.
Kim, little Yachty. I don't know.
Oh
I don't
man,
pay attention.
it was John Wayne.
Right.
John Wayne. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said that.
Pilgrim.
Today.
Ski.
Yeah. Anywho, so going forward with our little entertainment collaboration, if you will, we got a lot of different things happening. So like, I'm streaming. Tim's gonna be streaming. Potentially, all four of us will be streaming on our own and together. We've talked about doing some board game nights that we'll stream. We've even tossed around the idea of maybe doing a D&D stream, so we'll see what happens there. We are planning on doing some like live reaction type videos, specifically for shows that we want to see. And it's either going to be just me and Tim or a combination of all four of us. We'll see what happens.
I just want you to know I'm wearing the purple sunglasses and everything.
Yeah, that's fine, bud. That's your thing. I ain't gonna take it. I still think you should get like just different pairs.
I want to
Switch it up.
Be like,
I'm gonna get
John
some nice
sunglasses.
ones, and I'm gonna get some cheapo ones, and I'm just gonna.
And if
Switch
you ever
them up.
decide you don't want to wear them, we need to get you like a custom shirt that has purple sunglasses on it.
Oh, dude, I love it. Okay.
I'm just saying.
I also need to get you a mullet wig, and you can try to, go after Dr. Disrespect and
Who's
So-
Dr. Disrespect?
Oh,
streamer.
he's a streamer.
Is he a streamer?
Yeah, it's
He
mainly
doesn't
Call of
sound-
Duty. He's mainly Call of
Doesn't
Duty.
sound very nice.
There was some controversy about him last year where did he get
He got kicked off of Twitch. He's on
Oh.
YouTube now. So is
Oh,
Tim the
was it-
Tap Man. I don't know if they're related, but
Well, if Tim the Tap Man's not on Twitch, I don't know if I want to be on it anymore.
oh god. Anyway, so the first reaction content will be me and Tim watching House of Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Yeah. The Game of Thrones prequel, which we may get into a little today. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna figure that out logistically and how to post that for you guys to see. Most likely it'll just be cut down and put on YouTube.
I hope it's a lot of like me saying "holy shit" a bunch of times.
I mean,
Like, just
probably.
like
Um,
I was watching a video on it. I mean, I don't know if we want to get into it now, but whatever. I was watching a video on it earlier today because I wanted to make sure it actually came out on August 21st, and I wasn't just bullshitting you.
yeah.
And it was like a behind the scenes, and like first of all, in the first 30 seconds, George R. Martin buries the two other guys. He's just like, yeah, they sucked,
Wow.
essentially. And he's like, I feel like I'm in good hands with these two guys, and then the other two guys, who I don't remember they are, we'll just call them Steve and Jeff. Steve and Jeff come on screen, and they're like, we're gonna do things differently and better, and what the fans want. And they're really just shoveling dirt on like the other two dudes who I can't remember their names, and they're not important anymore to me. And
not to interrupt, but they should be important because supposedly they're doing like older public Star Wars movies. I'm just saying.
So is that still a thing? Because I thought they lost that.
I have not seen a single official thing that said they lost it.
Oh, okay.
If it exists and y'all want to send it to me, then great. But I haven't seen it myself.
Uh-oh.
And we lost Steven.
Didn't get here.
Okay, we're back. We got Steven back.
Yeah, we lost Steven.
I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys.
Christian can see Steven because we got him back once, and then he was just squiggly boxes. And
I'm watching you.
Okay, so
and I definitely didn't mess up at any point in time with any of my speech.
Nope, nothing happened at all.
Nope.
Anyway, so yeah, me and Tim are gonna do some Game of Thrones reaction,
and maybe Steven.
Maybe Steven if we can find a good day to do it, then we will, because it may not. It more than likely will not be Sunday nights that we record this, just because I go to the office early Mondays, so we'll just have to find a good day. We're probably also gonna do the Lord of the Rings show, Ring of Powers.
So it's called Rings of Power.
Rings of Power.
Rings of Power, I think.
Yeah.
I have not seen anything about this show. To be real honest with you, I knew it was a thing, right? And I knew it was on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen like a trailer. I don't know what it's about. So I guess my question here is, do they tell you who the Lord of the Ring is?
It's about Sauron and his rise to power and the creation of the 9 rings.
Gollum.
But there were way more than 9 rings.
10?
10?
Yeah?
No, he said 10.
Oh, 10. No.
In your defense, I also heard Tim.
I was like, Can you guys not hear me? Like, what's up?
Wasn't there just 9 rings of power?
The elves got 3.
Oh,
the
am I
dwarves
thinking?
got 5.
What am I thinking of?
Humans got 9.
Oh, the humans got 9.
Yeah, but the elves got 3. The dwarves got 5. The humans got 9 because they're greedy bastards or something like that. I don't know. And then, I guess Sauron was the Lord of the Ring.
So
even though they don't
I
ever
need to
call him
rewatch. I need to rewatch the saga. I guess I'm not a big fan of the Hobbit movies.
Well, I mean, you weren't here when we cut the part, but when Christian mentioned my little poster over here where I'm trying to watch 100 movies, I just watched Lord of the Rings not that long ago. That's the only reason I know that answer.
No.
I would like you to watch
Lord of the Rings
one on row 8, column 4 will be your next movie.
That would be Psycho.
That's a good movie.
Okay. I've never seen Psycho. It's not American Psycho. It's like Psycho.
Yeah.
This is going to be a new part of the stream where we say like, okay, Tim, this column, this row.
Okay. I will watch Psycho.
Yeah. At some point randomly, we're just gonna. Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, this poster behind me is 100 greatest movies of all time, and I've been trying to watch all 100 of them. I've watched 10 of them, which is The Avengers, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Dr. No, Predator, Limitless, Scream, Lord of the Rings, Kill Bill, and Citizen Kane. And
Honestly,
Christian and I, what's that?
I was gonna say, honestly, that's all you need to watch.
What, Kill Bill?
No, Avengers and Star Wars.
Yeah,
and
all of them.
Jurassic
Like those
Park.
Well, I
are,
mean,
those are good ones.
there's like Harry Potter on here, Indiana Jones,
Yeah, but over Star
The
Wars.
Fifth Element.
That's a
Yeah,
good
but
one.
There's
what
a whole
about the
bunch
first
on
four?
there. Was that
What about the first four?
the first four? Oh, yeah, I don't know about the other four elements. Just the fifth one.
Earth,
So
wind, air, and fire.
is that
Right?
the elements? Earth, wind, water.
Those are
Fire.
elements.
Yeah,
Yeah.
earth, wind, water, fire. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like that song September.
Yeah, and everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Cheers.
Gosh.
What
Okay.
So anyway, yeah, I watched these 10 movies. I still have 90 to go. And Christian and I off stream, or waiting for Steven came back. We're talking about Citizen Kane and how I don't like it. To be fair, it was probably really good in 47 when it came out, but you know,
Yeah.
it's not 1947 anymore.
So you're saying it didn't hold up well?
No.
But I mean, hot take, there's very few older movies that I enjoy.
Define older.
Like
Because Star Wars was
Citizen
made in
Kane.
77.
like Citizen Kane old.
Okay. Yeah.
Are Star Wars really in 77?
Yeah.
Yep. Episode 1 or well 4 was in 77.
Yeah. A New Hope 77.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like the Star Wars movies, the Indiana Jones movies, like those are exceptions, right? But there's a lot of movies that like if they were originally like black and white, I'm probably not a fan.
So I
Yeah, it
will
was black
say,
and white.
I had to watch some of the original Godzilla movies for one of the last courses I took in college, and it's pretty great. Like, it's really entertaining. The first one was actually like I think holds up really well and is actually really good. The plot's cool. They did like almost all the sets with like miniatures, and so everything was basically built from the ground up, literally just like in this like small studio.
Yeah, I mean that's how they did like the original Power Rangers show too.
Yeah, but I mean Godzilla was made in like let me see if I got this right.
It was early.
54.
Yeah.
54.
So, fun story about the Power Rangers movie, right? When I was a kid, like all kids my age, I liked the Power Rangers. Not like's probably not a strong enough word. I loved the Power Rangers, and my mom, being my mom, had to, when the first Power Rangers movie came out, I was like, we need to go see the Power Rangers movie. We need to go see the Power Rangers movie. So she took me, and she absolutely hated it. And to this day, brings up the fact that she took me to see that movie.
That is a masterpiece.
Yeah, it is great. It is nothing. That movie holds up.
It's
Holds
still
up.
very cheesy. I tried to rewatch it
is
because I got it
so
on
cheesy.
Blu-ray like a month or so ago, and I was watching. I was like, man, if this wasn't a childhood favorite, I don't think I
But
could
that's
watch
what
this.
makes it so amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
no, I'm with
why
Steven.
was he parachuting in the air with the snowboard? We'll never know the answers to this question.
Just to look awesome.
Tommy, he don't need no
Tommy, yeah, he doesn't
answers.
need a reason.
He's like
He was the
Fonz.
only one. Everyone else just was parachuting. He was like, nah, I gotta make it more extreme.
Gotta
Yeah.
stand up, bro.
Yes. And then they all went rollerblading.
With their
'Cause it was
helmets
the
and their knee
90s.
pads and their
That was the
pads.
thing to do in the 90s with
Yeah.
That
rollerblading.
song that played during that rollerblading scene was my jam growing up.
That's a good
I don't
song. I forget what it
know
is.
the name of it is,
Yeah.
I
It
can
was
see you
great.
grooving.
Yeah, it's a what do the kids say nowadays?
A banger.
A banger. Yeah, it slaps.
It slaps. Yeah, there you go.
It slaps.
Oh man, that's like. makes
Wasn't
me
it like
think
Life
of-
is a Highway or something?
Probably.
No.
No.
No,
I don't know. It's a
I don't
cheesy
know.
song like that, but it
it's
makes
a '90s song.
dude. The 90s had some just wonderful additions to cinema. I mean, we had Brink.
Oh, dude, yeah, that movie's great.
It's
That
such
movie
a
is
religion.
about
It
rollerblading.
is about
It
rollerblading.
is all about rollerblading, and those kids,
Oh,
rollerblading was their life.
yeah.
Like as BoJack Horseman said, like how are the kids gonna know I'm cool if I don't roll the blades? He said that in an episode.
Yeah.
It's funnier than you guys acted.
I've actually never watched BoJack Horseman.
Oh man, it's great, but it's real sad.
I've only
Yeah.
watched, I think, like the first 3 seasons.
I watched
Maybe.
it during quarantine,
That sounds like
and
a lot.
it's good. No, it's good, but then like you also have to realize that like it's real sad too. Like it's funny, but like in a sad way.
Yeah.
And then the show like it just ends.
Hmm.
Like it just like there's an episode, and then it's just like it's the final episode. Like they're saying bye and everything, but like it just ends.
All right,
BoJack
that's the end.
Horseman
Bye, guys.
is a
No, I'm just kidding.
very dark show, but
Yeah.
it's a great watch.
Fun fact:
It's worth a view.
BoJack is also the name of a Dragon Ball Z villain.
I knew you were gonna go there.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's a movie character, so he's not canon, but
I did not know that.
Yeah.
he's
Which
a
movie was
big
this?
buff dude.
It was
BoJack Unbound.
Goku versus BoJack.
No, it was a
And-
Dragon Ball Z BoJack Unbound.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that it was actually like BoJack Horseman
Fighting
That's
Goku.
fighting Goku.
That's
fighting Goku.
legitimately all I think of anytime somebody mentions BoJack Horseman is just BoJack from DBZ.
Did,
Damn, he kicked Gohan's ass.
but obviously Goku came in the end and saved the day, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Even though he's dead.
Yeah. Of course.
Is it-
I mean,
Yeah, but
no
Dragon
one's-
Ball Z
no one's
doesn't.
dead in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, they don't follow their own rules, so it doesn't matter.
Be nice.
So, back to Lord of the Rings.
What a
Oh,
derail.
yeah.
Yeah, let me derail that real quick.
Or re-rail. 'Cause we
Re-rail?
derailed.
Yeah, because we were talking
Re-rail.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are planning on watching that. I need to rewatch the originals again. We've all seen them, right?
I have, but I haven't seen them enough or recently enough to kind of know what happens.
All right.
Well,
here's what happens.
Here's
You ready?
what happens. They
There's
walk
a
for 3
ring.
hours.
They need to destroy it. 3 movies later, they do that.
What's the thing about potatoes? I hear that's a it's a big thing.
Well,
in
you
the
can
movies.
mash them up, cook them in a stew.
Yeah.
Potatoes.
Oh,
Forget about second breakfast.
11sies.
11sies. Yeah. Yeah. Afternoon tea.
yeah.
Luncheon.
Afternoon tea,
who's-
luncheon, dinner,
who's
supper.
Gollum?
He is.
He looks.
He is.
He looks like a fella.
Aren't they making a video game off of him?
Yeah,
Yeah, there is unfortunately a Gollum game coming out. I don't know why.
it's being targeted for the 2 people that are very
Yeah.
interested in playing it.
No,
Who is-
dude. Who's what?
I was just gonna say, who is funding that game? Like, do we know who?
I thought you were gonna say who's Frodo, and I was like, well,
Well, he's
Christian.
the worst
Good.
character in the movies.
Good question.
yeah. Why is Frodo?
Yeah, why is Frodo? I'll do you one better.
No, I don't know
What
who's
is
funding
Frodo?
it. I don't know who's funding it.
Let me
But,
Google it real quick.
Google it.
I'm trying to figure out.
Gollum.
Yeah.
I mean, if the game's great, whatever. But that
It
I feel
can't
like
be
you
that
have to be
good.
like a big fan to
Diadalic
be
Entertainment.
even
Yeah,
interested.
Diadalic
in that.
Entertainment. I don't know who that is.
What else did they put out?
I'm looking.
Sounds like a food.
Yeah, let me get a Diadelic.
Let me get a Diadelic. Hold the
Yeah.
mayo.
To go.
Get it out of here.
Okay, so they've done a lot of random PC
I placed the order for my
games.
Diadelic like 15 minutes ago. Where is it?
It's like they're based in Germany.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't recognize anything.
I feel like is it being produced or I guess distributed by WB? I'm assuming so.
Yeah, it has to be.
I feel like they were
There's
like,
at least
all
a
right,
partnership.
you
I
know,
just want to know.
Shadow of War was great. You know, so was the sequel or the last one.
Yeah.
So let's do Gollum. That's the
Yeah,
next
I
adventure.
just want to know who sat down. I was like, you know how there's that one guy that's really creepy and is just obsessed about One Ring and doesn't really go anywhere and do anything? His story.
His story, yeah.
What's
Let's
his
make a
story?
game about him.
Since they're not really known for anything that's been like trending or extremely popular, I didn't recognize anything they made either.
Nope.
I feel like that pitch meeting was like, can we please make a Lord of the Rings game? And they're like, we don't trust any of our characters with you. And they're like, all right. And B, can we make a game based off of the one really weird, creepy character that everyone's just like, why would you make a game about that? And they're like, fine, you can have that one.
Yeah.
You
I
can
could also
have a game about Gollum.
I could also see it just being the one dude in the meeting that's constantly pitching it. They're like, all right, guys, we need something. He's like, Gollum, please. I promise. We'll
I've
make
been asking
millions.
for 12 years. Can we please make a Gollum game?
It's
I
going
can't
to
wait
be
to see.
game of the year.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it win Game of the Year and like
Oh
sell
my
a
God.
million copies or something. In
Like,
2
Yeah, I
days.
know.
I just don't know who that game's for.
Lord of the Rings nerds.
Okay, but even so, I work with a couple people that are like die-hard Lord of the Rings fans, right?
Mm.
They were absurdly offended by the Hobbits movies because they were bad, and they only watched the extended, versions of the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Can we talk about how bad The Hobbit was? Because those were
It
garbage.
was pretty bad. But
Like the
anyway,
last-
even them, they are confused by the Gollum game.
Mm.
But yeah, the Hobbit.
I mean,
movies are
look at
pretty
this.
bad.
Like, all right, listen. I don't hate the Lord of the Rings. I never read the books. I own them.
Never found out who it is, honestly. So how am I supposed to hate
That's what I'm
him?
saying. They never answer who the Lord of the Ring is. Who's the Lord of the Ring? They
Rings,
don't even bring about
Rings.
plural.
It's
it.
Sauron.
Oh, Lord of the Rings. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
But is Sauron the Lord of the Rings, or is the ring the Lord of the Rings? Because the ring
Maybe.
is the one ring, and supposedly it's sentient, or what is the word?
Sentient.
Sentient. Yeah. Supposedly it's sentient because it wants to be found, and
You
if you
know,
put it on, it like talks to you and stuff. Like,
maybe
so is the ring the Lord of the Rings?
Maybe.
Maybe the Lord of the Rings was the friends we made along the way.
Real talk. I'm watching One Piece, which is a whole thing, and I'm really like, because One Piece is wrapping up in like 3 years. Cody and I were having this discussion when we were watching Kobe and Cameo. They announced that One Piece is wrapping up in 3 years. I'm really waiting for them to be like, the One Piece is the friends you made along the way. I simultaneously want and don't want that to be what the One Piece is so badly.
I'm just saying, if they did that in Dragon Ball, they're like, maybe the true wish that we wanted was the friendships we made along the way. Like,
Yeah,
no,
I forget.
the
I mean,
money.
it's in the name, but I forget that Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super are about trying to find the Dragon Balls. I totally forget that because there's such like a minute storyline in a show that's titled Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I feel like it was
Like they're
about
just
that.
kind of there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I guess we can wish Goku back to life again because he died again."
Classic Goku.
Classic Goku.
There
Always
he goes
dying.
again.
It's like very much like that scene from the other guys. Like, there goes my hero. Goku aims for the bushes.
He misses, but he aims for the bushes. What you looking up, Christian? You've been like stoic for the last 10 minutes.
I wouldn't go with 10 minutes, maybe 10 seconds.
10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
No, I was doing a deep dive, trying to anyway, on that Daedalic Entertainment, and to see if I could be proven wrong that I recognize
What kind of deli meat is in it?
I will say though that if this company has in fact not been known for anything, can make a Gollum game from the Lord of the Rings universe and succeed at it, then like, what?
Let's say maybe
Good on them.
maybe it will be game of the year. and win a whole bunch of
What
awards
can
and
that
stuff.
game like? What he
Dude,
had,
it's exploring the in-depth detail on what he did while he was in a cave for hundreds of years.
yeah. So he crawled around a cave. That's
Yeah.
the game.
You should have seen it. There's this one scene, right? He's by a river. He reaches in and he grabs a fish.
And then he
And
just
Yeah.
eats it out
beats
'cause
the
And then he
hell
like
out of
bashes it.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
he
eats it.
bashes it.
He like bashes it on a rock.
That's
And
the
you can
opening
do that. Dude, yeah, like very much like God of War. Like you just see like a stream and it's just like Gollum. And then like you hit like X to start and it's just like "Rah!" and you're like first
Yeah.
person as the fish just like flopping around and he's just bashing you on a rock.
It's the little features in games that make you appreciate it. I know.
I mean, one of the coolest deaths in video game history, in my opinion, is in God of War 3, where you really like
Mhm.
are first person in Poseidon and you're
Oh yeah.
beating your own face in.
that was quite a game intro.
Yes. That was the first boss fight in the game.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this game's gonna be great.
Oh
It's the
man.
little things. Like Death
Yeah.
Stranding had the dedicated like peeing function.
I never played Death Stranding.
Well, you can pee.
Oh,
Yeah. I've
Drink
never
a
played it.
monster, you go pee.
I've always wanted to play a video game and be like, you know what I wish my character would do?
Well,
Wasn't it?
Urinate.
you're in luck.
Wasn't it Ark Survival where like you have to like actively remember to take a crap, otherwise you're gonna defecate yourself?
I don't know. I've never played that game long enough to say that is one of the most confusing and horrible games. If you enjoy that game, I guess you're a soci. Like I don't know.
Just play.
Sorry,
It's got a pretty
apologies.
large community, or it did.
With apologies to all the sociopaths that could be listening.
Maybe no offense.
I meant that in a good way.
Yeah,
You know what?
you're
maybe,
good. You're a good sociopath.
Yeah, maybe if you enjoy that game, you're a genius. Because I've tried to play that game, I can't tell you how many times, and every time I do, it makes me feel like
Is that the one where you ride the
an
dinosaurs?
idiot. Yeah, you ride dinosaurs while you
Machine gun.
shoot AKs at people flying around on other dinosaurs. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I hate it.
I like dinosaurs.
I hate it. I love dinosaurs,
it.
but speaking of dinosaurs, we have gone so off the rails from The Hobbit. There's a game on PC that I haven't played forever.
You said when we did this that this is what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Great.
There's a game on PC called The Isle, and it is arguably one of the most boring games ever made, but I love it so much.
The Isle?
Yeah, you literally pick a species of dinosaur, and you spawn in as an infant, and you just have to survive and grow into adulthood. And if you're a carnivore, you have to hunt other dinosaurs.
Is that kind of like what was that game called, like Ancestry or something, where you play as like the
yeah,
apes
you play as,
and
like,
you
the
have to
ape,
and you have to like evolve or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like that. I've worked in retail too long because when you said the aisle, I was like 1, 4, 7.
Yeah,
Which aisle?
Dinosaurs are on aisle 12.
Yeah, clean up on aisle 12. Send the
That's
T-Rex
versus
out there.
The Nile 4.
Yeah, send the T-Rex.
Sorry.
He got distracted by the cat. For those of you who can't see, he's picking up a cat.
For those of you who can see, he picked up the cat.
I picked
Yes.
up the cat.
He's also holding the cat now.
Yes.
Anyway.
If you can see, this is Leia. And she's a needy baby sometimes. But anyway, to steer the train back onto the rail that we were on before I ended up here.
The Lord of the Rings.
The Hobbit was not a great series.
No.
I liked it because it just dived into the, more of the world building and everything, but it goes so slow. I mean, like, arguably the original trilogy was pretty slow up until the big battle sequences, but I mean, The Hobbit was excessively slow.
The last two Hobbit movies.
I still think the slowest movie ever made is Fellowship of the Ring.
Really?
Like, I'm sorry, like, don't get me wrong. I know I'm gonna get hate for this. I enjoy those movies. I have to watch them at least once a year. But like,
I will say
it is walking. It is a nature documentary of New Zealand with one fight scene at the very end of it.
yeah, the Mines of Moria
Yeah,
with the "You shall not
yeah,
pass."
that's it.
They
And
have a
the
cave troll.
and the extended version is 3.5 hours of
Mhm.
walking.
Mm.
That's
Minimal
very Yoda,
dialogue.
very Yoda like.
Minimal dialogue and a lot of walking. Like I don't understand how people swear by those movies. Like, don't get me wrong, they're good. I enjoy them.
Don't you think it's kind of weird that they
But
named
wow.
all the movie, the whole series after the bad guy? Like they could have
Not
named it
cool.
like Frodo or like.
I mean, I don't think I'd really be that interested in watching a movie called Frodo or
Nope.
reading a book called Frodo.
Nope.
But, Lord of the Rings or Frodo? I'm reading Lord of the Rings.
And Frodo
Okay, well,
is terrible. Samwise
Frodo
Gamgee.
is the worst character.
Yeah, Samwise was the true MVP of those movies.
He's the only one that walked away. And didn't everyone else like die? Isn't that what happens at the end? They all get like that boat, and it's like
For the most part, they all survive.
because Bilbo is on there, and then like Gandalf's on there, and they're like, we're going to another place now where they can't come. And like that he died.
That's like
Land of the Elves.
Land of the Elves. That wasn't like heaven. They
Yeah,
were
but that's
just
where the
like,
elves go when they die, right?
No.
The elves are called immortal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they like die.
No, they just go to.
I swear that's what this chick was talking about. Like they don't want to live on this plane anymore, so they're going else and they like die.
I think the idea was if she stayed behind, then she would eventually. Or no, if I'm just trying to remember, it was a whole thing of like they could only go at a specific time, but it was like just an eternal place for elves, not death. But if she stayed, she was going to have to watch Aragorn die.
Yeah, did she choose to do that? I don't remember.
I feel like there was a weird dialogue thing at one point where she could choose a mortal life, choose to be with him, but the caveat was that she would then, of course, die because it would make herself mortal.
So I thought yeah, I wasn't sure
And
where
she
that.
chose that?
I think so.
I don't remember these movies.
She stays with what's his name? Aragorn. Aragorn. Is that right?
Yeah.
Aragorn, yeah. He becomes the king. He returns.
He does return.
He returns. He was away, but he came back. And like it's like he didn't want to be the king or something, right?
Yeah, something like that. He's also
like Sean Bean's character was like, "You should be the king," and he was like, "Nah,
I'm good."
Yeah.
He was like, "I don't want you to be my king anyway, nerd."
Dies.
And then he falls off a cliff, and there's like a ghost army, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's two different scenes, but yeah.
But yes.
No, I mean,
I haven't read the books in a long time, but Aragorn's supposed to be like in his 80s because he's like a half elf or something. He has elven blood, but he's not an elf. But
it makes sense why he speaks it. They never explain how he knows Elvish, other than like he was hanging out with Homegirl.
I think I don't know. I think he had an elven parent or something. I don't.
So the leader of mankind is half elf.
Or he just has elven blood in his line or something. I really, I don't know. I haven't read the books and I couldn't tell since high school.
I feel you.
I've never read the books.
I've never read the books either. They're real slow.
Yeah.
Real boring.
Yeah.
Real boring. And I read Game of Thrones, and that's not, I mean, it's not slow, but like, it's not.
George R. R. Martin relies heavily on detail to fill some chapters, though.
Yeah, that's true. Game of Thrones. Yeah. I mean, the first book and the first series were like pretty spot on. Like, got to a point where I was like, man, there's really not a whole lot of deviation in this. They did a really good job, and then they just towards the end just started throwing that all out the window.
Okay, but so everyone blames the showrunners for that. I blame George R. R. Martin.
Why?
because he
never finished
didn't
it.
finish the books and he didn't give them the proper stuff to work with. Like as they were making it, he
Yeah,
was
but
like,
they
guess
also could have
what?
made more episodes.
He was like I mean, yeah, but at that point, like they're being pressured probably to finish the show by the execs.
I don't think the HBO wanted the show to finish. That was their number one hit. They would have kept pumping that out. And up until like the last couple episodes of season 8, that show was on fire. Like it could do no wrong. I think HBO would have been like, you can keep making it until the end of time if you want, because we just get all this money. It was like it was like a global event when an episode came on air. You know what I mean? Like everybody was talking about it the next day, even the next week leading up to the next episode. Like you want to talk about like trying to avoid spoilers? You literally had to stay off any social media and like walk around with your fingers in your ears going la 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 if you didn't watch the episode on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Like in an age where like you could record and watch anything whenever you want, you had to watch Game of Thrones when it aired, or it was going to get spoiled for you.
Yeah. That's why I'm a little worried about the new series, but I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that oh my gosh, my cat has to interrupt this. She has to.
What was that, Christian?
Just sassy snap of the finger.
You got to snap at her so she like snaps out of the concentration.
Right.
I try not to blame them. I feel like they worked with what they had and they did the best with what they had, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Because I truly feel like no matter what happened, nobody, like, the majority of fans were going to be unhappy with that show ending. Regardless.
So I agree with that statement, but at the same time, they made some weird choices with storyline.
100%. I'm like, so I need to, I guess, asterisk on that. Like, I didn't love the ending of that show by any means. I just
you didn't like that Bran was king? Oh,
God.
Spoilers if you hadn't seen the show.
No, I did not. I'm curious to see how they handled the whole like Snow sequel series that they're doing.
There's going to be a Jon Snow show?
Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
They did it 5 times fast.
No, that's awesome.
It got announced recently. Let's see if I can.
Is that why they let him live and go beyond the wall and just be Jon Snow and not Aegon Targaryen the third? Second? Third?
I think it's third.
Fourth.
Third. Fifth.
Third, fifth.
Number 2.
So there's
Number 2.
There's no date on it.
Is Kit Harington coming back for it?
Yeah, he's coming back for it, and it's just the working title is Snow.
Heck yeah, I like that. I love Jon Snow. I was really kind of concerned for him in that last season.
Yeah. But anyway, no, I wasn't super thrilled by how the show ended myself, but I truly believe that no matter what they had done, nobody would have been happy. Like, I know people that were really happy with that ending, right? And then I feel like there were some people that I worked with and just some people I knew from college that were pretty okay with it.
Man.
But I feel like
What's this? Oh, is this Jaime Lannister's story arc? Yeah, they'll just throw that in the trash over here.
No, look, I get it and I agree. I'm just saying, no matter what they did, people were going to be mad.
I don't know. Putting Bran on the throne was the bad decision.
I agree, but
you could have put anybody on that.
There were too many
having
people...
Tyrion being like, who doesn't have a better story than Bran? Literally every character in the show has a better story than Bran. Literally every character. Even Theon, aka Reek, had a better story than Bran.
Theon was the guy. Theon's
he's that dude.
No, I feel like there were so many like diehards of like individual characters that no matter who got to sit on that throne at the end, people would have been upset.
The best character who had the best ending was Jorah Mormont because he died trying to save Daenerys, which is what he wanted to do from the jump anyway.
Yep.
And I was like, thank you. That is what you should have done. Jorah Mormont should die here.
I think him and the Hound died, right?
Yeah.
The Hound fought the mountain.
fighting his brother.
Yeah.
That was a good one too.
I thought that was a really good ending.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they went
'Cause
into
he-
fire too.
'cause
It was very symbolic.
He was also like trying to protect Arya, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Sansa.
It was one of the two.
Arya.
Yeah.
It was Arya.
I
It
think
was Arya.
because they had like a father-daughter relationship.
But Arya being like, let's go see what's west of Westeros. That's Essos. That's you just gonna go around until you come on the eastern side of Essos.
Yeah.
That's Easteros.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I like that they set it up for multiple spinoffs. Like they have their pick of the litter when it comes to spinoffs. And it looks like they're already picking one, right?
Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe that's why they did it and they left it open. And
that was my theory when we were watching it, was that they've just opened it up and they're probably going to milk it and do.
Are they doing anything with? I mean, she'd probably be in the Snow show, yeah, like Sansa.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's the queen of the North.
Yeah, who knows? My guess is that is in such early production that it's probably not going to get filmed until the House of Dragons is done.
Yeah,
You
which it might even be contingent on how House of Dragons does.
It could be. It could very well be.
Which I mean, I think it looks pretty good.
I'm excited.
Always thought the Targaryens were kind of cool, and it sucked that there was only one, being Daenerys.
Yeah.
If they were like, hey guys, we're getting ready to make a spin-off show, would you rather see a prequel with the Targaryens or a sequel with Jon Snow? I would definitely be like, show me that Jon Snow.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know this Jon Snow thing wasn't a thing until like 10 minutes ago.
No.
If I had an option of like, it's Jon Snow all day,
Yeah.
let me see some of that. I'm trying to see what he's doing beyond the wall.
I'm excited to see both for sure, but I think I'm more interested in the Jon Snow series. I don't know how I feel about the new House Dragons, like mainly because like, and don't get me wrong, I love Matt Smith. He's one of my favorite doctors for sure. But
did he go to school for that?
He did go to school for that. Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
Acting school.
Acting school.
He has a PhD in acting.
Yeah. I don't love him.
He did. I mean,
in this
spoilers.
show.
He does not.
No.
I don't know what I mean, I don't know any characters in the show. I don't know who's what. But when I saw him in there, I was like, ah. I mean,
yeah.
it's cool that you're in it, but ah.
I think he's Aegon?
The Mad King?
I think so.
No, it takes 400 years before the events in Westeros. Like before Game of Thrones. This takes place 400 years before then.
Was the Mad King Aegon the first?
No, he was Aegon the Second, which is why
Yeah.
I think Jon Snow is Aegon the Third.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how long
I don't
people
know.
live in Westeros. They could live hundreds of years. I don't know.
I don't know.
They never really say. I mean, other than, well, he could. Okay, so wait, no, he could be the character because one of the Targaryens is the old maester on the wall. You find that out in Game of Thrones because Jon
Yeah.
Snow's like, you're whatever Targaryen. He's like, yeah, but no one calls him that anymore.
He's Daemon Targaryen.
Okay. No, the guy that's on the wall is Aemon Targaryen.
Yeah.
Wait, Matt Smith's character's name is Damon?
Daemon.
Matt Damon.
That's what I was thinking of.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Daemon.
It's not a name I expected I'm guessing main character to have.
What's up,
Damon.
Damon? What's up, Damon?
It's
What's up, bro?
actually pronounced- Like
Actually
halfway
pronounced-
through the season, he's gonna be like, "It's actually Damien."
It's
That's
actually
gonna-
pronounced. It's actually pronounced Damon.
That's gonna be the whole
It's
twist of the
Damon.
show.
Are you still there, Christian? Because you've been oddly like silent and still.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just taking all the Game of Thrones talking.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Making sure. Yeah. That and there's a character that kind of looks like Emilia Clarke
Yes.
a little bit.
Which, I mean,
And
makes sense that somewhere in your family history somebody kind of looks like you. I'm just
but
saying.
like, it's weird because like, is she related to Emilia Clarke, or do they just happen to look similar?
I guarantee they just were like, we need to find a female actress that is in similar
Facial
physical, similarities
appearance.
to Emilia Clarke. And then
She's like Emilia Clarke, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but she's like Emilia Clarke, but not attractive.
I don't think I've seen her. Honestly, I've seen the trailer like 2 times.
Personally,
the only thing I remember,
to me, not attractive.
the only thing I remember seeing is Matt Smith because he's hard to miss.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's real
he had
hard to
that
miss.
big chin.
Him, yeah, him, the dragons, and the new, I guess, throne. That's all I remember from the trailer. Like, oh,
The new throne is cool. I'm glad they added all the swords that are supposed to be around the throne because they're supposed to be like. Well, first of all, the throne's supposed to be like really tall. Like it's not supposed to just be on the ground. It's supposed to be like really tall, and it's supposed to just be like crisscross patterns of swords. Like in the book, they described that like there was a king that sat on it and died because he cut himself.
Yeah.
Just sitting on the throne, because it's because it was sharp blades and uncomfortable to sit on. So I'm glad they kind of like added some aesthetic to it.
Imagine you watch this prequel and then you watch Game of Thrones for the first time. And you see the throne. You're like, where'd all the swords go?
I mean,
Robert Baratheon mentions that when he takes over from the throne, that he gets rid of all of that Targaryen crap.
Yeah.
And just keeps the throne itself.
Yeah. So
he says it in the book. I don't know if he says it in the show, but in the book he mentions that like, hey, when I took over, I got rid of all that garbage.
I think it's implied once or twice, because like especially when like in the later
Arya
seasons,
goes down in the chamber and you see like the dragon heads.
Yeah, I was gonna say later in the seasons when they go down into the like the lower chambers or whatever, and there's all the Targaryen stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was implied.
But Baratheon, I've gotten taken down by a big old bull while hunting.
Oh, he was killed. I mean, they blamed the boar, but they got him like super drunk. Like the Lannisters got him super drunk.
Oh yeah. Still blame the boar though. Like, come on,
they blamed the boar, but it was the Lannisters that got him super drunk.
The boar. I love listening to him talk.
Yeah,
it's a time and a half.
He was great as Robert Baratheon. Yeah. I don't know if he's been in anything else. I don't know who the actor is.
I've
but
definitely seen him in other things, but
isn't he one of the main characters in A Knight's Tale?
I've never seen A Knight's Tale.
He is, I think. I've seen him in other stuff for sure. I cannot think of it at the moment. It's weird, like seeing him without the beard. You're like, oh, okay, him.
Well, it's like seeing the guy that plays Hagrid look anything other than Hagrid.
Yeah.
I'm like, like when he plays like the Russian guy in like Pierce Brosnan's James Bond movies, I was like, oh no, oh no, no.
They just call him Grid.
No. Yeah.
You mean this guy had a career outside Harry Potter? Oh no.
Well, I'm curious then, and I'll start with you, Christian. Because you agree with my statement of Game of Thrones, but how would you have had it end?
Oh, like all of it?
Yeah, like who would you have wanted to be on the throne?
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Yep. I mean, like I could have seen a million reasons why he shouldn't have been on the throne, and to be honest, the way they handled his character with he had to be the one that brought down Daenerys once she went batshit crazy, and then got the only way to get the Unsullied to actually leave Westeros and go and do their own thing without starting a riot was to send him to the wall. I got that, and so I wasn't necessarily unhappy about that. I think Jon Snow's character would ultimately be happy just living amongst the wildlings back beyond the wall. Well, what used to be the wall.
Yeah.
The one thing of like the ending and the scene where they try to justify it is when they were like, you know who really should be king? We should all sit down and decide together. Obviously, it's Bran. That really bothered me. Like I was just like they even tried to have some dialogue on screen to like explain the reasoning. I was like, none of this makes sense. Why are you doing this?
Yeah,
Like,
wasn't it something like he's the most like unbiased and impartial because he's the three-eyed raven and is just
yeah, but
he's
like
just
to that
there.
end, the whole three-eyed raven plot with him when there was like I think it was a cliffhanger at the end of one of the seasons where it's like you will never walk again but you will fly. I was like he's gonna be worked into a fucking dragon and go ape shit, and nope, none of that happened. He was
Yeah.
just kind of there. He kind of passed the note which eventually got to John that, hey, by the way,
You're a Targaryen.
you're a Targaryen. That was kind of his only point in existence in that last season. And they were like, you know what? He was great at passing the notes. Let's make him king.
Yeah, and I feel like so this is why I don't love George R. R. Martin trash talking the showrunners himself.
Okay, I over exaggerate a little bit with that, but he did say stuff along the line like, "I feel like I'm in good hands with this group of people."
Yeah. Well, like he didn't finish the books like he said he had planned to finish those books before they ever got there. And he didn't. He didn't come anywhere close to it. He still hasn't to this day. And
When's the Winter supposed to come out in 2023?
Yeah. Well, it was supposed to come out in 2019 or 18, but yeah, it still hasn't happened. And so I feel like when those books come out, Bran will warg into a dragon, and it'll probably end differently, even though supposedly that is how his books ended. Supposedly they caught up to the books, and then he was like, Bran's the king at the end of it. Like he gave them the broad strokes and was like, figure it out.
If he did finish them and the producer or whatever was like, all right, let's refilm this last season and call like an alternate ending or something like that, since we've already kind of done this one, I would be perfectly okay with that.
It's not gonna happen.
No, but I'd still love it.
Sure.
It's the same like people like bitching and complaining about Rise of Skywalker or Last Jedi, like having J.J. Abrams come back and like redo the last two movie, or having Rian Johnson do the last like redo the whole sequel trilogy or something. Like it's never gonna happen, guys.
The damage is already done.
It's never gonna happen.
So I am kind of curious. How would you two, besides Christian, want it to end? Because I have my theory, and I'm about to tell you, but I wanted to hear you guys first.
So, if it were up to me, Daenerys wouldn't have gone as batshit crazy as she did, and she would have been on the throne. That is what I wanted to happen. I wanted her to not just suddenly snap, which is exactly what happened. It wasn't a gradual like you couldn't like go back and be like, oh yeah, from like season 6 to 8 she's slowly slipping. No, she is consistently like harsh but fair the whole time, and then in season 8 she's just like, oh, reason and logic out the window, and I'm just gonna go crazy and kill everybody. Like,
so there was a lot of dropping hints along the way where they're kept being that same dialogue of, Targaryens, they're crazy, watch out, don't be like your father, don't make mistakes like him. And then there was a couple instances throughout the show where she made some like kind of like over the top decisions, and everyone was like, okay, like I mean that wasn't too bad, but like just be careful. But like I do agree, it still was just kind of like a snap, but like they did kind of lay the breadcrumbs a bit.
So I'll give it that, like that caveat of they definitely, at least like Tyrion specifically, was like, don't be like your dad, don't turn into the Mad King, you're better than that. And like, sure, they mentioned it, but like even in some of her questionable decisions, where she torched the father and son on the battlefield or whatever, she gave them every opportunity to kneel, and she was
could have imprisoned them.
okay, but I mean, she told them what was going to happen, and they stood there, and then she's like, "Okay, well, I'm not gonna bitch out on my word. I'm not gonna be the pushover queen."
Yeah, but okay,
Torched.
but like the fact that she even gave that like preface of like, "Hey, if you don't bow, I'm gonna burn the shit out of you." Like, it's a little Targaryen-ish of you.
I mean, yeah, but the Lannisters weren't any better.
I'm not saying they were.
They
my
beheaded people
standpoint
left
was
and
just
right
that,
for no reason.
I know, but the thing we were saying with the Daenerys there not being any sort of like build up at all. Like they dropped hints along the way, but there wasn't like a build up.
Well, yeah, that's
right,
what I'm
to
saying.
the
Like
event.
there were hints, sure, and like she definitely got, I guess, quote unquote, harsher as it went, but it still was never like any more intense than any other leader in that show.
If she had not gone off the rails in the final season, I think she would have been a great fit for the.
Yeah, like I feel like they were like, we should have been making her go a little bit more crazy throughout the whole thing, and then they were like, she's crazy now, and that's what happened. She just all of a sudden was crazy, and I was like, I feel cheaped. Like I don't know. I would have liked her to take the throne, and not to like completely slip. Like it would have been fine if she had gotten close and then like snapped out of it and like
I
caught
do
herself.
like that. I do like the imagery that right before that she does die, that she just touches it. That's all she ever does, is she
Yeah.
just touches the throne.
Yeah.
Anyway, what about you, Steven?
I would have to kind of rewatch it again to give my exact thoughts. I
Who
don't
would you
know.
want on the throne?
I'd probably like if I'd be okay with how the characters, I guess, ended up turning into. I would prefer Jon Snow over that Daenerys.
Mhm.
But like Cody said, if she didn't just snap, I'd be okay with her on the throne.
Like
So
I was rooting for her most of the show.
Yeah, honestly, my biggest gripe is the Ice King death.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
Yeah. They built that up for the entirety of the show, and then
I
he's
might
just pumped.
I might be biased because I love Theon so much, but I wish he had. I don't know. I mean, I know his thing was noble and all that, but I wish he just had like a better.
He deserved a better death.
He did, because I feel like he had
he
like he
saves
got.
Arya,
Yeah, but no, he saves Bran.
Sansa,
Yeah, he
no,
says
Bransa.
Bran.
He's Bran.
Yeah.
Branza.
But I mean, like he had like so much progression and just so much just character story, and then literally as soon as the season started, he was like gone, like
Yeah.
hardly any screen time. Like, I don't think Arya should have killed the Night King.
No.
Mhm.
Like, she should have just been off doing something else. Like that definitely should have been John, because that's his whole goal.
Yeah. I also think that like they should have utilized the whole faceless god power that Arya acquired more than the like one time she uses
Yeah.
it. Like it was really cool while it was happening, and then it was just done.
Yeah, I hate what they did with just so many people.
Yeah, she kills like Walder Frey, and then she never uses it again.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like it would have been so much better if she had like shown up as like Cersei's dead daughter or something and killed Cersei. Like
So
made Cersei
that
go
kind of
crazy or something.
that kind of like feeds into what I think should happen. And first of all, Daenerys does not go Mad Queen. That doesn't happen. Her and Jon Snow care more about what's happening above the wall, trying to fight the Night King, than anything going on in Westeros. I know that like Dany's main purpose there is to win the throne. But for the most part, they're focusing above the wall because it should be more than just like 3 episodes of them worrying about this oncoming army of the undead that's unstoppable.
Yeah.
It needs to be like a whole season that's
That's
dedicated
another
to
thing.
this.
The pacing, like
Yeah.
that's the number one gripe.
Well,
I think for
yeah, I
me.
think for me the show is it's pacing because like you're right, like every show like they did it right in the first few seasons where it was like
Yeah.
John was like, all right, I'm traveling to the wall, and then
As soon as
three
Jon Snow's-
episodes later he got there.
Yeah,
as soon as I was gonna say, as soon as it entered season 7, that's when the pacing just kind of started.
Yeah, they
Like,
started time jumping.
if they did that from the very start, that'd be fine because that's already would have been established. But the fact that they just jumped to that, just
Yeah.
to
yeah, like
I don't know,
it's
production
cool that
problems or
Jon Snow is really Aegon Targaryen, right? That's cool. But his whole storyline has been we need to worry about what's on even in season 7 before they begin in season 8. Like he brings like the thing down to King's Landing to show Cersei. Like first of all, he showed Cersei this, right? This like Night Walker thing, like White Walker thing. And then like it never mattered to Cersei because like they just took care of it before it even became a problem for her. They just took care of it. So like that was completely pointless. But his whole arc has been we need to worry about what's beyond our borders, what's trying to kill us more than like we're killing each other. There's this amounting doom that is slowly creeping closer and closer to us, and I'm the only one that wants to do anything about that. So Jon Snow's whole storyline just needs to be, I'm gonna take care of winter coming and the Night King, and then when he beats them, he can be king in the North, and he can just rule in Winterfell because that's what he wanted. He never got it because he never could be a Stark.
Yeah.
So at the end, he just makes him Jon Stark, and he can just be the Lord of Winterfell, and then rebuild Winterfell up under the Stark name. You know, Sansa can give him that permission as like his only living relative or whatnot. Like I'll deem you Jon Stark, and from what I'm about to say, it also makes sense too. Dany and Cersei should kill each other in warfare. Once Jon wins the North, they should kill each other in warfare. Neither one of them should have the throne. They should do away with each other simultaneously. Or Cersei should kill Daenerys, and then Arya should disguise herself as Jaime and kill her. Or Jaime should kill her because I think that's a good story arc for him. But honestly, I think he should just go and be with Brienne and be happy.
Yeah.
The person who should be on the throne is controversial. It should be Sansa because she's level-headed. She knows how to like wheel and deal because Sansa wins the Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah.
Jon Snow is about to lose. This isn't until she brings in the Knights of the Vale that turns the tide. So between the Battle of the Bastards, Sansa actually wins that. And she's like, when she becomes Queen of the North, I'm like, yes, that she should be in a leadership role. She has this huge story arc where she goes from like a bratty child to, having all that trauma happen to her to being a wise like leader and, good in that role. So if any one of those characters should be on the throne, it should be Sansa with Tyrion as her hand.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that.
My opinion.
Yeah. I definitely think in that because I actually really like that.
And then she can do the whole thing where she makes Jon an official Stark and he can run Winterfell.
Yeah, if she ended up on the throne, I would have wanted Arya to kill Cersei, disguised as either Jaime or
Marcella
or Sella or Joffrey, any of her dead children, really, just to throw her off. Because it would. Like, that would be horrifying. And I feel like that's right up Arya's alley, at least the direction they took her.
Yeah, because you're getting real dark there.
So, yeah. No, I like that. I like that a lot. I just hope that this new show is good, really. I'm worried about Matt Smith. He is my biggest concern in this show.
Yeah.
Spinoff shows usually also kind of because you have the like, these aren't the main characters I know and love, and kind of like I know when I was still in The Walking Dead, and then Fear the Walking Dead came out, I was like, I don't care about that other show. I don't give
Yeah.
a
Is
shit.
there another spin-off show for The Walking Dead now?
There's like
This
3.
was Yeah, this was when they did just like the very first one, the Fear the Walking Dead one. And then they took a main character from The Walking Dead and put him over on the other show, which I feel like was just to get more viewers for that show, honestly.
It was, and they've slowly done that. I feel like they've taken a few characters from the main show and put them in Fear the Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead is ending now soon, right?
It's in its last season, yeah.
Yeah. Aren't they bringing Rick back? Are they doing something with Rick? Or is there another show with Rick?
I think
He
they're
was supposed
bringing
to have like movies, but
yeah, I think those got scrapped with COVID or something. But they're bringing Rick and Michonne back for either the final 2 episodes or something like that. Like they will come back to end the show. So we'll see.
It's been all about Norman Reedus, right?
Pretty
Daryl.
much, and I think that there's supposed to be a Daryl spinoff.
Days Gone.
Yeah,
Days Gone. Yeah, I mean, essentially that's what it is.
Yeah, love that game, man. It is such an underrated game, and I hate that
Never played it.
The sequel got canceled. So
I
upsetting.
don't think it ever got greenlit just because the first one.
No, it did.
Do the sales.
It did, but then they canceled production halfway through pre-production, which was horrible.
yeah,
it
just
was
like
so
Batgirl.
good. Well, Batgirl's a whole different story. I mean, they made a whole ass movie, and then we're like, yeah, we're just not gonna release it.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that you made a movie.
Yeah, they made a whole ass movie. Michael Keaton came back as Batman.
They finished
When was
filming, and apparently, like, just filming costs already costed them like $90 million,
Whew.
and they just
But-
scrapped it.
Like that. Well, the reason that I read was the new Warner Brother executives screened the finished movie, said,
And then they're like,
this
wow.
is hot garbage. We're not releasing this. And then they just shelved it.
Yeah, I recently read that Warner Brothers has a plan to reboot the DC universe again.
Yeah,
By the time they actually get something in place for that, like the whole MCU hype's going to be over. Like that's how long it's going to take them to get something down.
because their
Be on,
plan
like,
is to
phase
do
10 of
like
MCU.
well, their plan is to do like a 10-year plan the way the MCU did. And
But you should leave Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman because she's great.
Yeah.
I think they should leave Gal Gadot. They should leave Henry Cavill,
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. I'm not even mad at Ben Affleck. I just need to see him in a standalone Batman movie. I honestly think he'd be fine.
I think they just
Um,
have so much like different stuff going on too with like the Batman and then Joker. I think that's
Yeah,
just going to
they're-
end
they're
up
doing-
confusing people more.
They're doing too much. They're doing way too much.
I was not expecting to like the Batman, and I was proven wrong. That was
Yeah,
actually
Yeah,
good movie.
same.
Didn't
It
see
was
it.
it was dude, you need to watch it on HBO. It is
It's
so
just,
good.
it's 3 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice though because it's like normal Batman is mainly like action with like a little bit of detective stuff, but this is
Mhm.
like
This
like
is
mainly
Detective
love
Batman.
yeah.
This isn't like I'm just gonna pop out of the shadows for no reason Batman.
Yeah.
This is I'm gonna walk through the front door with the cops Batman.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson does good. Freaking Colin Farrell just whew,
Oh,
fantastic.
so good. While he is great as the Penguin, I don't know how I feel about the Penguin spinoff.
No, I don't
Show.
care about that.
Like I don't get that. But whatever.
They're choosing some weird options for their shows and movies.
Yeah. I still don't know what they're doing with the Flash either. Like they haven't officially said that they're shelving that movie yet, but they did officially fire Ezra Miller as the Flash.
They should honestly just shelve that if they're gonna do like Batgirl and
But if they do that, I
Other
feel
stuff.
so bad for Michael Keaton because he filmed both of those movies as Batman.
I know.
That's okay. He got paid.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like I wanted to see Michael Keaton as Batman again.
Oh, I mean, Michael Keaton is Batman to me because that was the first Batman I ever knew was Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
So,
I think the first Batman that I remember seeing was George Clooney, but it's definitely Christian Bale. I don't
Christian
care.
Bale.
Batman and Robin is as awful as a movie as it is a fantastic movie.
You need to chill out.
You need to chill.
Everybody chill.
And, like, why did the bat suits have nipples?
So you
Because they
can
were
tell how scared
anatomically
he
correct.
was.
Yeah, it's cold.
How are people supposed to know that he is Mr. Freeze?
You were feeling the chill, man.
Okay, we'll save Batman for another
Can you imagine
podcast.
how cold it is in there? His nipples are rock hard.
Oh my god! All right, so that's
The
where
nipples were
we're-
never in the suit. That was just George Clooney.
Ah.
This is raw animal magnetism on display for everybody to see. Anyway,
He was a bat.
Anyway,
he was banned bat.
Right.
oh,
This is a long one, huh?
this is a long one.
How long have we gone?
It's like probably like a solid hour and a half.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back, or welcome to the podcast. That's where we're gonna end this one, and I'm sure we'll pick back up with more ridiculous bat nipples and stuff like that in the next one.
So real quick, how many things did we at least kind of plan talk about in this? So I feel like we did like two.
We did two things that we were planning
Yeah,
to
we
talk
did the
about,
two
which
things.
was
Okay,
Lord of the Rings.
It was just two.
Yeah, it was Lord of the
It was
Rings
just the two.
and House of the Dragon.
And I honestly wasn't sure we'd make it to the second.
Okay.
It's probably why
It's
it got so long, because we actually did the second
I
part.
expected there was at least like just 4 things, but it was
No.
like
We had a lot of tangents.
they were good.
If you expect this to be like a structured podcast, you're probably not gonna like it.
I vote that the title of this episode should be episode 31, Bat-nipples.
But it's not.
I think it should be.
But we barely talk about the bat nipples.
Exactly. That means that you have to
I
wait
think-
all the way to the end.
No, so what I think. Okay, so I'm still gonna continue.
I kind of like that.
I'm gonna continue my tradition of having a random statement after the description of the episode, and I'll give you this caveat: the random sentence after the description of the episode will be also bat nipples ?
I would prefer.
Oh, kind of like wonder what peanut butter and
Yeah.
pickle sandwich tastes like.
Yeah.
I would prefer. Quat.
What?
Quack?
Twat.
Quack?
TWAT.
Oh, twat. Oh.
Oh, we lost Steven on that one. He just couldn't
He did
handle
a
it.
mic drop.
Yep.
I wonder if that was
I'm out.
planned.
I don't think it was planned. I mean, if it
No.
was,
What timing?
No.
Well, anyway.
It was not.
I don't know what this episode's going to be called, but it's probably going to be something like "We're Back" or something like that.
Yeah.
Because this is our first episode back.
Yeah. Woo, we did it, guys.
We did it. I hope you guys enjoyed.
We even have like our Brady Bunch thing here with the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. There'll be links to our Twitch channels, our YouTube, all that good stuff.
I'm gonna
in all the
stream something
descriptions.
sometime soon. I think I'm gonna do. What did I decide I was gonna do?
I
Knights of
don't
the Old
know.
Republic.
Knights of the Republic, yeah.
Mention our Discord page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our website link, the link to our Discord, where there's just, cool people talking about nerdy stuff.
It's me.
It's mainly Steven. No, we're
Cool person.
slowly building our little community. So yeah, we're getting feedback from somebody.
Maybe
Oh,
me.
God. It stopped. So I don't know. Weird. Anyway,
That's a sign that it's time
look,
to stop.
it's growing pains. We'll get there. Things will change as we go. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. We're Some Kind of Entertainment. This is Some Kind of Podcast, and we'll catch you next time. Later.